Good day to everybody out there. How are you? How are you? How are you? On this good Friday evening, Friday afternoon, Friday morning, Friday night, wherever you are on the planet. If I'm looking down at the ground, it's because I ain't trying to step on no snake that's blending in. Yeah, I got my snake boots on, but we don't play that. But nah, man, look, I wanted to just come on here and talk about what I've been seeing a lot online lately. Haven't really watched the news, so I don't know if they've been talking about it on the news, but I can imagine they probably haven't been. But I've been hearing a lot recently about these AI data centers and how much water they're utilizing to operate these things. I'm hearing about millions of gallons a day. I'm hearing about rivers drying up, lakes, and things of that nature where people are getting their drinking water from. On top of it being a big drought in the United States, one of the biggest droughts on record for the start of the year. Let me know what you guys think about that. Have you guys been hearing about it? Are you scared? Are you worried that you're not going to have any drinking water? I always say water your health. Drink a glass of water. And as you can see, I'm coming up my driveway right now, and on both sides of the driveway, we have coconuts probably every 10 to 15 feet on both sides. That's a lining. So I like to make sure that I'm prepared. I don't know why the universe, why God moved me towards coming off grid and growing our own food, organic, no pesticides and none of that stuff, but we're here today for whatever reason. Because I never grew up on a farm. I never knew nothing about growing no food, none of that stuff. But for whatever reason, sometimes you get these certain internal feelings and intuitions and things that move you one particular way or another. And we're here. And I say all of that to say this. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not scared. I'm not preparing for none of that. Only thing I'm preparing for is to make sure I can eat today and tomorrow. And if any family or friends come in to visit, they have a place to eat today or tomorrow. But with all this data center stuff, it's real. I looked online and it said there's over 5,000 data centers in the United States. And the next country under that, I think, is Germany with, I think, 300 or 400. So it's like, what is going on with these data centers? Is that real? Is it something that they just talking about to put fear in our heart? What is really going on? Because, come on. Because I don't understand it, right? I do know we need water to survive. We need water to live. And if they're drying out the lakes, the reservoirs and the rivers and all of these other sources of water, then you have to ask, what is going on up there? What is going on around the globe? What are they doing with these data centers? They say it's for AI. But I don't get it. I don't know if we are. So are we actually partaking in our own demise when it comes to water? Are we actually feeding the beast by getting online every day and using these AI? It's just, what are we doing? What is really happening out here? So I want to show you guys. This is, we got a creek over here that borders the entire length of our property. And this is how we get our water to water our fruit trees. You know what I'm saying? This water comes from the Mayan Mountains. And I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful we have a source of water to come and water our fruit trees. I'll go down here. This is when the fire was happening a couple weeks ago. I came down here. I had to hold on to that little thing right there just to kind of dip the water up and make sure I could stop that fire, but that wasn't enough. So, but y'all know the story. That video was a couple videos back. But I'm really serious about this whole AI data center thing, because when you got somebody like me that don't understand what they talking about, other than we could run out of water, everybody understands those words. We can run out of water. Seriously. Like, what are we doing to prevent that? Are we supposed to stop using social media? Are we just supposed to, I mean, really, I'm off grid out here. We have solar panels. We have well water. We have the creek that borders the entire length of the property. So we have water from that. But essentially, what are you guys doing? Because I'm thinking about getting another 600-gallon cistern to collect rainwater. Yes, we have the well. Yes, we have the creek. But the way this shit is going and the way they're talking, this is a real thing that could, the next 10 years, motherfuckers is going to be drinking out of a straw from wherever they can for some water. This is not fun in games anymore. It's never, like, when you start hearing things like that, that's why I say, are they trying to scare us? What are they trying to do? What are they doing? What are you doing? That's most importantly, what are you doing to prevent and stop all of the crazy nonsense? Huh? Because I'm telling you, I'm taking the steps right now. I'm not waiting 5 years from now or 10 years from now. We have started the process of taking back our sovereignty and control of the food that we intake, of the water that's going into the food. All of those coconut waters, they all produce water to drink. That is the best form of water you can drink. It's already filtered. It has electrolytes and minerals and nutrients. Look at what we got right here. Look at what we have. This is a coconut palm right here with coconuts on it. You know, 1, 2, 3. It's 3 of them back to back. 4, 5, 6 right here on this line right here. You know what I'm saying? Right here beside my house. Yes. You know, we're not really, like I said, we're not playing no games with this. And this is right beside the house. So if you want to actually come down this way, like I said, I got to look down at the ground because I want to make sure that we're not stepping on nothing that we ain't supposed to. We have the creek that runs down here as well. It's a little dried up. We're in the dry season. We're at the end of the dry. This is all water, but you can see the water that comes is right there. That's all water right there. It's not as much as it is down there. It stops. But once the rainy season comes, this is all filled in. This is all filled in. No, I'm not drinking no creek water. But shit, if there's no water nowhere, what you gonna do? I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to get to where you gotta go. So no, we're not drinking creek water at all. Not at all. We're not even gonna say that. We do use the creek water to water our fruit trees. That's what we utilize it for. And there's wildlife out there. There's turtles, there's fish. There's several different animals out there that are living in the water. What about the animals that was living in those rivers and those lakes? They're dying, they're dead. What is that doing to the ecosystem, right? We're all interconnected somehow. Like I said, the creek goes all the way up. You know, this shit is not a game out here, man. It's really not a game. And somebody that's as ignorant as I when it comes to a topic and subject like this with AI data centers, I really don't understand the severity and what it's going to look like with these data centers and what are they really doing? Is it an AI play or is it something else under the table that we don't understand, that we don't know about? You know, we thankful to have our garden beds out here, you know what I'm saying? With our lettuce, our tomatoes, our cucumbers, we are thankful for all of this. Very thankful, you know, but we're not going to sit around here and act like we know it all. We do not. We just understand that we have to eat every day, that we have to have clean water to drink every day. If you don't have to eat every day, you definitely need some water every day. You could go a couple days without water, but after that, see, we have this 600-gallon water cistern right here. It has well water being dispensed into it through this. There's a pump, and then when the rainy season comes, we put this right here to that, and the water's coming through the gutters, which is up there, and it comes all the way down. You can see it's a beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. And it comes down right there to that pipe right there, and it goes down into the cistern. But the water is really, when we're in the off season, like we are right now, and the rainy season is coming in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's been raining the last couple of days. We're supposed to get some more rain tonight, right? We get our water from this, right here, which is our well, you know? Look, we are very blessed out here. We are thankful. We're not playing with this. And like I said, for whatever reason, God or the universe or whatever it was brought us to going off grid. So we don't necessarily need an electrical company to provide us power. We don't necessarily need a water company to give us water, because we get our water from nature. We get our water from God, the rain. We get our water from the Mayan mountains, nature again. This is all real shit. And we also have filters that filter the water from the rain or from the well, so we can drink that water if we need, or we could boil it to get rid of some of the bacteria or whatever's in it. You know, but I'm not going to keep going on and on and on. I want to show you guys some of the plants that we've started. The arugula is growing really, really fast. I'm very thankful for that. That's a 30-day, you know, they say they're ready to harvest in 30 days. So, yeah. This is arugula on the left side and the right side. Had a hard rain last night, so they really got hit. We're supposed to have some more rain. I'm going to spray them with some garlic, because that stops the pests. And I have been putting some neem oil in the, what's up with this gimbal? I have been putting some neem oil in the garlic spray, so we can actually have a little bit more power when it comes to defending and thwarting off those bugs and those pests. But in the middle of the beds, we have a bunch of herbs, parsley, dill, basil, lemon, sage, right? Yeah. So listen, man, this is all about getting ready, or staying ready so you don't have to get ready. That's the name of the game. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. This is See Thy Wealth, water your health. Drink a glass of water.